What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank Warren and Tyson Fury. You know, I just dropped a video about their interview. They both had a duo together, side by side, and they were talking about, of course, Anthony Joshua and Ruiz, and, you know, and they were explaining what they felt about the fight, the condition Anthony Joshua was in, the Jason DeWaco incident, and then after that they thought that he would get beat again because, you know, Andy Ruiz would be more prepared, okay? And then they said something very astonishing, very surprising, that he should just avoid the rematch and fight them in 9 months, take some time off and just go right for Tyson Fury after he's recuperated and recovered. And I thought that was really strange, and I covered it in my last video. But I want to do some in-depth counterpunching on that. You know why? Because it's funny to hear Frank Warren and Tyson Fury now want to fight with Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder did something similar last week. Oh, we can still fight after Fury. Why not? At least Deontay Wilder wants to fight after Fury. Fury's saying, hey, no, why don't you fight me? You know, so I'm assuming that I guess after Deontay Wilder and Fury fights, because that was really unclear. He just said go right for Fury. Because they're assuming, I guess they're assuming that they will win. That's the confidence that Fury would beat Wilder. And then they will have a massive fight in the UK. Now, the question is, why is it such a demand to make a Fury versus Joshua fight? Why do you think they're signing for that fight? They don't want a Dillian White. They said that Deontay Wilder needed to build his profile up. They laughed at the money Eddie Hearn offered him to fight Joshua on April 13th. And it's just weird to me to think like, okay, well, why is it that you guys want that fight now? Why are you guys promoting that fight? That's basically what they're doing. They're planting a seed for that fight to be posted later on after Anthony Joshua just got knocked out. And my answer to that is because they know with a loss, without the belts, with the belts, it does not matter. Anthony Joshua is still the cash flow. Okay? He's still the cash cow. He's still the guy that generates the money. He still has the endorsements. He's still that guy that's made more money than him, Fury, and Deontay Wilder put together, people. Okay? And they know that. That's why they know, shit, he's down. Let's fight him now. At least we can cash out on the revenue that we'd get from fighting him. Because they know that why would they deal with the cheap broke champ? See, Deontay Wilder's the cheap lesser known champ. He pays less because he doesn't have that backing like Anthony Joshua still has to this day. Okay? Yeah, that fight's gonna happen because Deontay Wilder depends on that fight. That's his claim to fame. He only has one other good name. People forget that. Dominique Breazeale was already beaten. Yeah, he knocked out Breazeale. It looked very impressive. But that was a guy tailor-made for Deontay Wilder. Look how he hit him. No head movement. Shit. He didn't know how to bob. He didn't know how to weave. You know, this guy comes forward and puts his guard up. Ooh, you don't want to do that with a big puncher like Deontay Wilder. But people know, why would you want to push for a fight with a guy with no belt? you know, and even the WBC, sure. I mean, if Fury beats Wilder, then next year should be look, I'm really excited about next year. Of course, I'm excited about this year, but I'm looking at the progression and the projection of how boxing's going to go. It is unpredictable. That's why I love this sport that I hate so much, people. But at the same time, it's like something has to happen will these guys even fight? They might get both upset by other fighters that are hungrier, that want it more. That's not consistent, or should I say stagnant, or what's the word I'm looking for? They're not comfortable at a certain position, because that's what I see. You see Dominique Breazeale, he sat on that mandatory for a long time, and he finally got it and got knocked out round 1. Dillian White, I don't think that he's going that same path, but Luis Ortiz, he did the same thing. He wants to know, I'm gonna stick around for Wilder. No, I don't need $7 million. I want to wait for Wilder. Crazy, you know what I mean? And we just got to see how this stuff is going to go. But back to Tyson Fury and Frank Warren. Frank Warren was there for a reason. They were there to offer or pitch an idea to IFL TV. Kugan Cassius from IFL TV, right? They knew that he will run into Eddie Hearn somewhere later on this week, someplace, right? And then that will get back to him. Or, media is a mother. It's a mother sucker. People will see that video. Somebody from the team of Joshua will see that video, pitch it to Joshua. Joshua will probably pitch it to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn will then see this video. And then he will be presented with that idea that they presented on that video. Okay? And the whole thing that's driving that, the reason for that video, was money. Okay? They know the money is there. Tyson Fury can say he's the Gypsy King, no doubt. He might have outboxed Vladimir Klitschko, Deontay Wilder, but at the end of the day, where is the money? Right? The money he has ESPN, sure. But he knows it's nothing like that big money fight with Anthony Joshua, right? That's just like taking Canelo Alvarez out of the middleweight division. What would they do without Canelo? Because Golovkin doesn't want to fight anyone right now. And we'll get to that in another video. But I do feel that Anthony Joshua is still valuable. I think that a lot of them know that if Joshua gets beat again, people, that money will probably just go away. It will take a nosedive. A nosedive. Shout out to Virgin. A nosedive it will do. Okay? And the money won't be there like it was. That's why it's an urgency to make this fight happen now instead of later. Okay? Hey, yeah, please get him to sign a contract with us so he'll take a fight with us after we fight. We have a fight with Deontay Wilder. They'll probably go as far, if it's money fueled, it'll probably go as far as skipping that Deontay Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Deontay Wilder, they don't carry the money. I'm interested. I am curious to see what kind of money and what sales they generate from their second pay-per-view. I'm interested to see what the Ortiz Wilder fight will do also. You know what I mean? To see his progression, to see if he's actually, stepped his game up. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I think they're trying to get that fight with Joshua while Joshua's still hot. People are still talking about Joshua. Every fighter that I know has something to say about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, as of now, isn't finished because his name's in the papers. You know what I mean? You're either famous or infamous. Mayweather was both, right? For different reasons. But he stayed in people's mouth and people's mind, right? So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about the real reason that interview was set on why they want an Anthony Joshua fight now. And then plus he can get knocked out. They know, well, he's chinny. So he's more vulnerable now. On top of he's the cash cow. So I had to throw that in that pot. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.